Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I know it's been a very, very long time. The last time I uploaded was last year. Things did not go as planned. So here I am, almost a year later. Finally got my surgery. So today what I want to do is kind of a quick update. So if you want to know how I've been doing, then make sure and stay tuned. I did have surgery on August 1st. So far I have lost about 37 to 38 pounds. Shortly after, about a month and a half afterwards, I did have to go into the emergency room and I did have surgery to have my gallbladder removed. Overall, surgery was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I didn't have too much pain afterwards. You know, there was a little bit of gas and stuff, but I expected it to be like that searing, burning, cut flesh feeling, but I didn't have any of that. For my first follow-up appointment, I had lost 21 pounds within that first week. And then my doctor gave me a list of foods that I can eat, which, God, he was so wrong. Mind you, I was in the middle of my second week or going on my second week, one or the other. So he gives me this list. The list says I can have chicken. The list says I can have deli turkey, deli cheese, bananas, strawberries. He said apples with the skin. He said make sure to leave the skin on. I can have fideos with my chicken. If I wanted to make like a chicken soup, I can put fideos, and fideos is pasta. What else did he say? He said I can have potatoes, and I think that's it. Mind you, when he told me all of this, I was super freaking excited because I was like, oh my God, I can finally chew. I can eat normal food again. And I went to the grocery store and I just racked up on everything that I could eat, or so I thought. And that's when I first found out that chicken and me were not friends. I did try chicken again a few weeks later. I've tried it several times just to see, but nothing works. So yeah, after, you know, I went to town on some strawberries and peanut butter, which were freaking amazing. A few weeks after that, I talked to the nutritionist and she's telling me things that I can't have. She's like, no strawberries. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? My surgeon said I can have strawberries. She's like, absolutely not. She's like, strawberries have hundreds of little seeds in them and they can get stuck in your staples because you're not healed yet, and it can cause an ulcer. And I'm just like, I've had a bunch of strawberries. I've had strawberries in my smoothies. I've had berries in my smoothies, and I'm not supposed to have any of these because they have seeds. And she's like, and if you're going to eat this and that, it's got to be skinless. And I'm like, I've been eating the skin on everything. So, yeah, ask a lot of questions. After that, I stopped losing weight for a few weeks, and I was like, what the hell? Am I doing something wrong? Like, what's going on? It has definitely been a struggle mentally, more so. It's been crazy. You don't understand until you're like actually going through it. So yeah, the first week was liquids, which was fine because, like I said, I didn't want to eat. Nothing sounded good to me. The Premier Protein, even now, it's hard for me to drink them. I'll drink them before work as I'm driving to work, just kind of forcing myself. Week 2 was the hardest. The pureed stage, I was really nauseous in the beginning of it. Nausea was just overwhelming. I would wake up in the morning and I was sick to my stomach. I would smell something, it would make me sick to my stomach. Like, I couldn't get past that nausea. So it was hard for me to eat, but I was home and all I can do is watch TV. So everything I saw was food. So I wanted to eat, but I couldn't eat what I wanted to eat. So it was really frustrating. Do not watch TV after surgery because all you're going to do is torture yourself. If you have Netflix, watch Netflix. do not watch cable where there's commercials, because literally 9 times out of 10 the commercial is going to be about some sort of food. And oh man, I was craving things that I didn't even eat before surgery. I didn't understand. Like, I was just like, I want to eat this, I want to eat that. Everything I talked about was food. Everything I thought about was food. When I went to sleep, I was thinking about food. When I woke up, I was thinking about food. If I thought that food was on my mind a lot before surgery, it literally consumed me after. I remember coming into my room one day, and my sister had gastric bypass a few years ago, so I called her and I cried, and I was like, when the F can I eat? I'm so sick of food that is, you know, like soft and pureed. Not even soft, it was just pureed. Like, I'm so sick of baby food and applesauce, and I'm sick of it. Like, it's God, I'm just sick of it. All I wanted to do was chew. All I wanted to do is chew. But anyway, she's like, relax, calm down, don't worry. It's not gonna be that much longer. Like, she's like, once you start losing weight, all this will go away. And I'm just like, I don't care. I don't even care about losing weight. I'll stay fat. I just want to eat. So yeah, so it's, the head hunger is real. Like, it is real. You think you're hungry, but you're really not. You're just used to always eating. Like, for me, you know, I didn't realize how dependent on food I was until I'd be sitting there. Even now, I'll be sitting here watching a movie or something, and I'm so used to grabbing food and putting it in my mouth all the time that I'm sitting there watching a movie and I'm like, what do I do with my hands? Like, what do I do with my hands? Because they're so used to picking up and putting in my mouth, and now I don't have that. So it's like, what do I do? Like, I'm confused. I don't know what to do with my hands. It's hard watching a movie and not being able to munch on something. It's hard watching TV and not being able to munch on something. Or even having a conversation with someone, you know, like, I was always eating, munching on stuff, you know? So that was really hard. Just not being able to do those things, getting used to watching a movie or watching TV without eating. A lot of people said knitting. Try knitting while you're watching a movie or TV. I'm not a real knitting person, so I don't, that's not something that I feel that I would enjoy, so I don't really know. So now I'm watching a movie and I'm like this. Always on the phone, checking my Facebook, checking this, checking that, because I don't know what else to do with my hands. Unfortunately, as good as my surgeon was surgically, he wasn't too good at giving me information as far as what I needed after surgery other than Premier Protein. He didn't go down a list of vitamins that I needed. He didn't, you know, tell me anything. He didn't tell me anything that I would need after surgery. So if you are about to have surgery, you know, ask questions. Ask a lot of questions. I wish I would have asked more questions because I was not prepared for the aftermath of surgery. So definitely ask questions. Ask questions like, what do I need? You know, what do I need after surgery? Food-wise, vitamin-wise, medicine-wise. Like, just how long before I can start working out? I had no idea when I can do anything. Like I said, I leaned a lot on the groups on Facebook, and that's where I got a lot of my answers. But not everybody's doctor is the same. You ask a question and you'll have 5 people give you 5 different answers. So it was like, I was lost. I had no idea what I was doing. I had, you know, I felt, especially when I stopped losing weight, I was like, I must be doing something wrong because I'm not losing anything. 21 pounds is probably all I'm going to lose. This is a waste of time. What the hell did I do? I did have one of the ladies from the group direct message me, and she gave me tons of information that I am so grateful for. right now, the vitamins that I take are B12, 3,000 milligrams, and those are sublingual. I take vitamin D3 at 5,000 units. I am taking biotin at 5,000 or 5,000 grams or 5,000 milligrams, whatever. And I'm taking two multivitamins a day. I should also be taking calcium and iron. I just haven't been. I know. I need to start taking those. I have the calcium there. I just don't have the iron. Then the nutritionist also wants me to start taking a probiotic. So that's everything that I have to take. If you're not prepared, I feel like it makes things 10 times harder than it really should be. I wish I would have had like a power pack. I guess I would call it a power pack of everything that I needed. My vitamins, my protein shakes, you know. I wish I would have had that, but I didn't. I went last minute and I got like a bunch of cases of protein, not cases, little packs of the Premier Protein. I just grabbed any vitamins. Like I said, I had no idea what I needed. The first B12s that I got were the wrong B12 vitamins, so I had to get different ones, and it's just a mess. That was that. Food does not give me the same satisfaction it did before I had this surgery. It's good for a few seconds, and then you swallow and you get this like pressure in your pouch, and it's just like, I don't like how this feels anymore. I don't like it. Food or eating has become a chore for sure. But things don't taste the same. My favorite juices are so sweet. And I'm talking about like orange juice or apple juice. I have to actually mix water in with them because they're too sweet for me. Like I said, I can't have chicken. I still miss my chicken. Chicken and me, we had to break up. We had to part ways. It just wasn't working out. Anytime I ate chicken, I got sick to my stomach. One time I actually ended up throwing up because it just was too much. It was just so bad, and I was not expecting that. But I love ground turkey. Ground turkey is fine with me. Deli meat is fine with me. I did not realize how much your pouch would talk to you. Anytime I eat something or drink something, my pouch growls, or I say gurgles. I mean, it was to the point where I actually recorded because I was like, is this real? Like, is my stomach really making all this noise? Let me see. I don't know if you guys want to hear it, but I recorded it, so I'm going to play it. So I don't know if I look different or not. I apologize if I do. But midway through the video, the camera had shut off, and I had no idea. So, don't fret. I'm still going to let you hear. As soon as I put it up to the camera, it stopped. Anyhow. So yeah, those are the beautiful sounds of my pouch. And it's the weirdest feeling ever. Like, this is gonna sound gross, but like when you're about to get diarrhea and your belly starts to go, that's what I feel. I feel that all the time, and it's so annoying. So, gosh, this sucks because I recorded all of this and I don't know what I said. This is really frustrating. I just want to scream, but I'm not going to. Make sure to keep your therapist and your nutritionist in your arsenal, because those two are very important. When I say head hunger is real, I am not joking. Like, you have to change a behavior that you've had your entire life in just a few weeks, not even. You know, like, eating for me was something that I did because I loved eating. You know what I mean? Now I don't get the same satisfaction that I did, and I don't know if I said this already, but I don't get the same satisfaction. You know, when something was good before, I would keep eating until my stomach was like, all right, Melissa, I cannot fit anything else in here. Like, you need to stop. And I'd be like, it's okay. If I get a stomach ache, I get a stomach ache. I'll deal with the consequences later, but this is really good, and I want my last bite. Now, I don't have that. Now it's like, oh my God, this feels disgusting. I don't want to eat anymore. I don't want to eat anything. I don't want to eat anything. I don't want to eat anything. Eating has become a chore. It's not fun anymore. You know, and obviously that's what got me to where I was before I had surgery and why I needed surgery. But it's a behavior that I've learned and I've had for over 33 years. To change that like that, I can't even tell you or explain to you how hard it is. So, you know, make sure that you keep those two on deck, because they're the ones that are going to be able to help you through things. Your therapist is going to be able to help you as far as your mental state is and helping you, you know, get those behaviors in check. And your nutritionist is going to help you by giving you other options or other alternatives to foods that you generally eat. And she's going to be able to guide you down a good path, you know. So definitely make sure to keep those two around after surgery. I actually started going to a different nutritionist because the initial nutritionist that my surgeon was paired up with when I did my required visit, just a crock of crap. She was so stuck, and if you watched my not my last video, the video before I canceled my surgery, in that video I talked about how she was just all about the hypo or hyperthyroidism, I don't remember which one, and how I wasn't going to lose weight and how I had these signs and blah 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 blah, to the point where I was in tears. So when I left there, I was like, I'm never talking to this lady again. I didn't realize how important it would be to have a relationship with your nutritionist. Thank God I have a cousin who actually went to the same surgeon as me, but when she went, he had a different nutritionist. So her nutritionist I started talking to, and she is amazing. She's in South Carolina now, but we speak like at least once or twice a week. She actually sent me a packet of information, foods that I can eat for the first 3 months, recipes, exercises, just a bunch of stuff that's super informative and super important to have, especially when you are or were as lost as I was when I first came out of surgery. So it's been definitely a godsend, and I wish I would have contacted her earlier than I had. But yeah, definitely keep those two by your side and try out groups just to be around others who, you know, are in the same boat as you are, who understand what you're going through. Because as much as your friends and family want to understand, they don't. They don't at all. It's easy to say, I'm going to go on a diet with you, but if you cheat, you cheated. If I cheat, I get dumped. Or I can hurt my pouch and I'd have to go back under cert. No. It's definitely not the same. No one will ever understand unless they've been through what you've been through. Be prepared to defend your food. This I remember saying before the camera cut off. Everyone wants to be on your side. Everyone wants to help you. Everyone wants to root for you. Everyone wants to see you do good. So they're going to watch you like a hawk. And they're going to ask, is that something you can eat? Can you eat that? Are you allowed to eat that? Should you be eating that? Don't eat this. Don't eat that. Oh my God. Da, 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 and the list goes on. So be prepared to have to defend what you're eating, especially if it's something that your nutritionist okays. It can get frustrating. It can get frustrating. Because although they have good intentions, for me, it got to the point where I was like, I'm going to start eating in the bathroom because I don't want to have to defend what I'm eating. if I'm okay with eating it and it sits well in my stomach, then just let me be, you know. So that was definitely not something. I mean, I guess I should have realized that, because I've been having to defend my food since the day I said I was going to have surgery. But it comes from a good place. Don't take it, you know, too personal. People just want to help, especially when they know that you're going through this whole change. They want to be there, and, you know, they just want to help. That's it. And if it does get to be too much, if they're your friends and you sit and you have a conversation with them, they'll understand. You know, they're not going to get offended. They'll back off. Just don't hold it in until you can't anymore, and then go off on someone random who comes in and is like, what are you eating? Don't do that. Well, personally, I've gotten a lot of energy back. I'm able to sleep through the nights. I didn't think that was going to happen so fast. I thought I'd have to lose like at least 100 pounds before, you know, I would be able to sleep through the night. So this time the card was full. It shut off again. So yeah, I love that I get a full night's rest. It's an awesome feeling. So yeah, sleep is definitely not something I expected. And I did not realize that my confidence would boost so quickly. There are times where I look at pictures and I'm like, I don't see a difference. Like I'm just angled the right way so it looks like it, but I don't see a difference. And then there's other times where like I'm like, oh my god, girl. But then other times I look at myself and I'm just like, oh, you look the same. You don't look any different. I'm like, maybe I'm just losing water because the rest of my body looks the same to me. But with all that said, I've never been one to not have confidence. I've always loved myself. I still love myself. I'm excited for what's to come, but I can definitely feel my confidence boosting, and it's exciting because I love being confident. I love me. Who doesn't love me? How could you not love me? I'm awesome. I'm the sweetest person you will ever meet. But yes, my confidence boosting, that is not something I expected. Not so soon. But yeah. Like I said, I'm down 37 to 38 pounds. I keep fluctuating between 293 and 294. I'm not sure how many weeks. I had surgery on August 1st. It's about to be 2 months on October the 1st. So yeah. That's all. Thank you guys for coming back. I know that I keep going on these long hiatuses, and I do want to produce more content for my channel. I do want my channel to grow. If there's anything you guys want to know, regardless if it's surgery related or not, you know, ask. I will answer. I do a lot on Snapchat. I do a lot of like quick stories and stuff like that, just because it's so quick to just be like, hey, oh my god, you will never believe what happened. So follow me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram. Those links will be in the description box below. And I hope that you guys will join me on this journey, whether it be through Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you've had weight loss surgery, and if you did, what's something that you didn't expect to happen. And if you haven't, but you're planning on it, what's something that you're most excited about. And always, if you want to come along for the ride and watch this journey unfold, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.